So it actually helps the client. So if they say have Blue Cross Blue Shield, I'm gonna charge them $130 for their visit. If they haven't met their deductible, it's gonna go to their deductible and we're not gonna balance bill them. So basically it's helping them in the long run.
All the Weston County Commissioners regular meeting to order for May 19th, 2026. Anybody care to do an invocation before we jump into county business?
I will. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the moisture that you've sent us. We ask that you are with us as we go over county business and make decisions for our people. Be with us and bless us in Jesus' name, amen.
Mr. Horton, lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sure.
I know you can't go. I like
Get away
This
from
takes a
me.
little bit.
That'd make for some good video for the wall. Fixing around.
Sliding around.
Yeah. Before you have an agenda, does anybody have any additions or changes to the agenda today? Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Chairman, were we having a budget workshop afterwards?
We talked about it. I have no issue. You guys want to visit for a little bit afterwards, see if there's something that.
Mr. Chairman, I do, in the fact that we're running out of time.
No, yeah, I agree, but
And it's either we stack them up day after day or we start knocking some of the people off.
yeah, I think probably getting that might, we're gonna have a couple of special meetings. Have we gotten everybody's, is there anybody we're missing?
We have them by May 1st, you should have.
Yeah, I think I have everybody's, yeah. I just don't have numbers from treasurers or assessors, so. I don't know.
And Mr. Chairman, I think we're okay. We can handle that.
Okay.
We know there's gonna be some scary stuff, but I think when we make a determination whether it raises or not, we may have to have those numbers.
Yeah, I agree fully. I think that, I don't mind if you guys want to do some conversation afterwards, I don't mind at all.
I would like that.
I don't think it's probably going to be a real lengthy discussion today, but if we want to have any myself with me, unfortunately, but I think it would be, I think it's just a good reminder of where we're at and what's, I guess my ask had always been to everybody, try to match similar to what you had last time, and we'll just try to go from there once we get the numbers. But, yeah. So on the agenda, it has 11:50 under that commissioner comment. Maybe we just need to change that to,
Adjournment, just do a budget.
yeah.
Discussion.
Just workshop, so
Yeah,
no
little budget
decisions made.
workshop.
Yeah.
What else?
Mr. Chair, just a time correction between new business and commissioner comment.
Mhm.
And it was like a couple 1150s going on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think,
I set up a lot of time because there was a lot going on there for new business.
It's just the two 1150s.
so let's just change
Oh,
it.
down there, yes.
Be 12:50.
Well, in theory, if we're on time, I would assume at 12:50, we should be able to have a little commissioner comment.
Right.
And then, maybe a half-hour budget workshop or so afterwards.
Oh, you don't want to stay till 7:30?
Probably not. I need to go visit with somebody. Anything else?
Mr. Chair, move to approve the agenda as amended.
Motion properly seconded to approve the agenda as amended. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Is there any public comment? And right on time. Me running this meeting like a champ. Any public comment? Hearing none, let's jump to minutes of May 5th. Couple things. Under public comment on the first page, Chairman Todd requested that future invoices to better reflect, I think, invoices. Chairman Todd requested that future invoices to better reflect the token prices. Maybe the wording in that is odd to me, I guess. Invoices. Just maybe scratch the two. Request that the future invoices better reflect the token prices. So, everybody understand what I'm doing there? Or am I on?
The discussion also addressed the Cambria Car Wash tokens. Chairman Todd requested that future invoices to better reflect the token pricing.
So if you scratch two.
Needs to better reflect.
Yes.
That would be fun.
Or take out two. Either way.
First choice. Jump forward to Road and Bridge. I think Josh Junt has a T at the end of June, J-U-N-D.
I didn't know Marty's sent it to me.
Not this one.
No, Marty, Jelly sent me his little, I'll double check with her.
Do that because I even pulled it up this morning online on the White Hot page.
Okay, I'll double check with Marty.
Pretty positive it has a T, but under Wyoming Bar Tournament on the third page, the last sentence there, Mr. Patel stated that 24-hour permits may be requested in July for the event in September, comma, if the expected attendance exceeds the capacity of the bar and lounge. I think that's two opposite things. I think he wanted the 24-hour permits and then also asked about overflow into the parking lot area.
So the 24-hour permits are for if it goes into the parking lot, because he's okay to sell into the bar and the lounge.
For the 24 hours?
No, for his liquor license that he holds already. If he goes outside of those two, he needs the 24-hour permits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
that makes sense.
Okay.
Thank you for
Yeah.
clearing that up. Okay, that's all I had, other than I'm questioning, do we want to do the minutes adjustments in our, yeah, sorry, Marty.
That's, Mr. Chairman, that's what I was gonna say. While they're helpful, I'm not sure if they're necessary to have. I think it was wonderful that you put them in there.
The what? Wait,
So
what?
go to the first page, minutes of April 7th. I think you can almost scratch it all, short of
Oh, okay, that's what.
the very last line where Vice Chairman Layton moved to approve.
I don't need to put those adjustments in there. Okay,
That and also on the 21st.
okay. I sure will take those out.
Anybody have anything else? I think they're great minutes, by the way. So I think the neat thing about what you put together here is I felt like I was reading a reflection of a lot of the meetings. I think you did good for
Thank
being
you.
fairly new at doing this.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the minutes as amended.
Second.
Motion properly seconded to approve the minutes as amended. Any discussion? Yes, ma'am.
I would just say, second, third, fourth, and probably fifth. Your statements of his minutes, they're nice to read. I think the public will get a general idea. And again, as I've stated several times, 20 years from now, somebody will be able to read them. So, and that's very nice.
I just wanted to echo the support of it, and you picked up these minutes very quick. I really appreciate how they're written, so kudos to you, good job.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? All those in favor of the motion on the floor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Move on to treasurer's report. Send it down.
Down, and back in.
Revenue.
Everybody there?
Is that what she usually does? I'm assuming so,
Yeah.
yes. And I think Colby did the same with his, which is the next one she does. Right? The top two are signed for you. I'm not sure. Top three are you. Well, or to be
Doesn't it
signed.
Take one and pass
Sorry.
it down. Yep, yeah, she always makes it. Preach.
Those are copies for you
Or
guys.
the copy of the budget report.
Oh, one of those is for you to keep.
That's
If you want one.
Yeah.
These are for, vouchers.
Thank you.
These are copies for us too, aren't they? It says please
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
there's
it's,
copies for everybody in there. We
And
just,
this one, right? Even though it says please sign, because there's a whole lot of copies in here.
yeah, we just need to sign one of them on the way back. There's a copy for everybody there.
On the detail report, or we have another detail report to sign?
Those are for treasures. So she had 2 bundles.
Okay, she wanted us to sign one of these and keep others.
Right,
That's a revenue report here.
3 copies, can we write?
Did she want us to sign one of the revenue reports, or what do you got?
I've got a revenue report here. How about I hand these down just so you can put them in order?
There's the one that's stacked to be signed.
Yes,
Okay,
Now,
all right.
we're fine with the
Now
machine.
we're getting somewhere now.
Okay.
now you can take one and pass that other packet back.
Oh, I'm waiting for the 99. No, this has several C, and that's what I'm waiting for to see what we have duplicates of it.
Somehow I see Wile E. Coyote at the switch when he's sticking
That's the
kick of
sign.
dynamite on his train.
This is the sign. All right, that should be over there. We shall call it Fred.
This is the same.
This is a signer. So I don't think these are, okay, I don't know what these yet. Budget report, revenue report,
This is the same.
reprint check,
So then the first one.
budget report detail. All right, so this one, we're gonna take one of them, like this. And then we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that.
Thank you.
At least now we
We
got,
got it now.
yeah, we're rolling.
I should distribute those.
It's
The
okay.
No, you're fine, you're fine. This is a whole new,
A learning procedure.
We're slow learners sometimes.
Yeah, this is what we-
Do you end up with an extra revenue report on it that you have?
a revenue report extra?
Yeah, revenue.
Do you want one? How about,
Or is that the one that she had that we need to sign on?
that's the one I think, yeah.
We got those.
We have a budget report, we have a revenue report, we're good.
March Madness was fun to watch, but ensuring Wyoming's future is serious business that requires disciplined management. That's why State Treasurer Curt Meier focuses on steady, conservative leadership that grows our investments and protects our way of life, so our kids and grandkids can build their future right here at home. Keep the ball in Curt Meier's hands and set the stage for a finer 4 years for Wyoming without the madness.
Okay.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the treasurer reports.
Second.
Motion to approve the treasurer's reports. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion on the floor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Taking that and get those signed.
Excuse me.
These agendas together is difficult, isn't it?
It is kind of a,
Guessing game.
you don't wanna put anything too set in stone until like Wednesday. Unless it has to be advertised, like the liquor license.
Same with that one. 9:35.
Oh, here's Happy Cook. Happy Cook.
The renewals, yeah. Yes, that one had to be advertised.
You didn't bring a whole bunch, did you?
Oh, just for you, I should have.
That should still be on the gal up front.
I bet somebody in front does.
I'm not holding something.
I don't know. If you're holding me up.
Or do you want me to ask?
Oh, I can get on your thing, go.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here.
Done. No, it's done. Motion.
Okay. Did you see the AP report ones too? They were with this. We have a motion to approve those.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the accounts payable.
Second.
Motion probably second, approve account payable reports. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you. You're welcome.
My notebook thanks you. My little brain thanks you.
Find your own page.
The lighting's not as good in here, so if you say something smart, I might hit you. Or something.
You have them all?
Thank you. For this one, I have both checks,
Okay.
but I don't have the email for that one, so that's what I did.
those coming in.
It's been a while since we've gotten any money, and then we got these two within a couple weeks of each other. Yeah. So
Any idea how many years these people, this Kroger settlement is gonna take? I mean, if it-
Yeah, I don't know what the payout time on that was.
Okay, we have a resolution on the agenda, resolution 2026-16, it's amendment to the 25-26 budget. The resolution is created to bring in national opioid fund, settlement funds in the amount of $4,167.73, and to amend that line item, general miscellaneous NOAA, for unanticipated revenue. Amber had a couple different checks and did the math on them, and that's where the 4167.73 comes from. If anybody wants to see her little email. She doesn't have an email on the other one, but she has the check.
Lean back, and guess what happens when you lean back? Goodness gracious. Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
I move to approve Resolution 2026-16, amendment to the 2025-2026 budget for the opioid fund, excuse me.
Second?
Motion properly seconded to approve the resolution, the board signature on resolution 2026-16, amendment to the 25-26 budget. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We gotta wait 10 minutes for the license for
I was going, sorry.
do
So the 940 and the 935 come back?
yeah. Do that. Be the 24-hour permit for Rockin' the Cowboy for the meeting.
Smack me. Okay, two better.
this is the same one she does every year for the whole house
Horse
for sale.
Sorry. Yeah. Pleasure of the board. Want to bump ahead to the jump to liquor license for a few minutes and do Rockin' Cowboy Cuisine.
We approved the agenda as it was, so
And
I'm gonna eat my donut. There,
what you done with?
I'm gonna eat my donut.
I can tell you kind of what that will bring the opioid fund to.
119.
Well, and We still haven't gotten, I guess, the purchase of cameras.
That haven't been billed yet.
Yeah, no. $107, $553 and 93 cents.
Amber, looking ahead there on the 24-hour permits for Flying V. Second from the last, it goes from 8/8 to 8/16.
Those are the Sturgis route.
Oh, so they're basically 8 permits for that, okay.
8 days. Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause the other ones were just like carried over from midnight into the next day. kind of.
Yes.
But that is for the full 8 days, okay.
Yeah.
We'll save that discussion then.
I'll throw one again.
I have a question, it just brings this question to mind, maybe this isn't the time, but on these permits, like the horse sale, I'm assuming is at the fairgrounds. So, does the fairground get money for the liquor sales?
Not the liquor store. No.
What do they get?
They do lease, pay the, for house or sale pays a fee to use the fairgrounds. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Cause I know they use that indoor arena, don't they? For it.
And they may sell on vendor,
Yeah, they,
on vendor fee.
That's what I was wondering if there was
Yeah.
vendor fees. It's kind of off the subject.
I'll throw one in there too, since I was on fairgrounds. We need to kill time. Megan Stith called me and she mentioned that the fairgrounds out there used to, when they were really seemed to be clicking and Mr. Tisdale was working out there. She said so many times the Honor Farm guys were out there painting and mowing and stuff like that. So I called both the warden and he told me, the warden said, if I could have a crew in Newcastle every day of the week, I would be a happy person. But he said, however, you need to talk to the head of the state forestry guy. And the state forestry guy said, community service is not state forestry's mission.
If moderate Republicans are their dislike for Freedom Caucus is enough that they'll actually vote for a Democrat. I mean, there is that potential.
Yeah, it's just because to me, you know, and I watch all of these public meetings, and you don't see the moderates at the meetings.
No.
You don't see those people that sit on the middle of the fence at the meetings. They're not passionate enough about anything to show up to the meetings, to stand on a podium and say something. You have to be extremely passionate about politics to be willing to put yourself out there and to be judged in that sense. And I don't think you see the people that ride the middle of the fence doing that because they ride the middle of the fence. So they're like, I really don't care either way. It doesn't impact my life directly. I'm not planning on getting an abortion, so why do I care about what the abortion law is? Like, I don't own a bunch of land, so property tax doesn't hurt my feelings. Like, I think there's a lot of those people, the young people in Wyoming.
State Forestry's mission is the betterment of the state forest. So they aren't going to commit the guys in the time, and I get it. I mean, that's their role is to do projects like along the highways. They've cleaned up trees and they do other things with it. But I said, well, I wonder if I could find somebody else that maybe part of that mission could be to help do community service in the county with these individuals. And he said, well, I don't want to hamstring you, but he said, good luck, because most of the prisoners now, he said their work ethic is, he has a hard time even getting them to go outside and run a chainsaw. But I don't know. I thought, well, that's, whether I like your answer or not about your mission, I thought it would be neat maybe if I leaned on somebody at a different level to help us pursue an avenue to get those guys to help with community service. But it may be difficult, unfortunately. So that's why I often wondered why they quit. I used to see them sweeping streets or sidewalks here in town. That was the answer I would give them.
Mr. Jarrett, is the difference because they entered into a contract with State Forestry, or how does that? Does State Forestry have the oversight of that?
I think they have for quite some time. Okay. And something happened during COVID, and whatever happened, whoever maybe is running the program in our general region has made that decision for better. Their core mission is forestry.
It happened before COVID even, and they couldn't get them, like the city used to give them to cemetery stuff. Before COVID, it even, for some reason, like I said, their mission statement or something changed. So, but the honor camp it's 100% run by the State Forestry.
My dad used to get him at Mallow, and then for some reason they were stopped. They weren't able to get him anymore.
Mr. Chairman, it's not really run by, I mean, it's the Department of Corrections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the honor conservation camp.
Yeah.
With their goal being Forest Service type of activities. So they have a forestry person in there that visited.
Yeah, I thought it was, it's unfortunate. I mean, but it's also interesting that he said I have constant turnover, and getting enough guys to even commit to do forestry work is, he said, very challenging. Most people want to sit and do their time here, which seems bizarre to me that they don't want to go out and do some stuff, but it's a different world. That's what we bring back the chain gang potentially. He was a little more professional than I was on that.
And many years back, they had some good welders and fabricators in there, and they actually built fire units for the Best back with Weston County firefighters for their units. They were amazing hands.
Yeah.
Because over there in the old shop, they built several units in there.
mess up my inbox. We'll move them on if they don't wake up, because we took one away.
Right, so if they're on this, they'll stay the same. If they're on the 1500, I'm gonna have to call them.
All right, 7:35. Liquor license renewals. 9:35.
This is steep curve.
I'm regressing.
Way.
Yeah, sorry.
What'd you have in your account?
I have 7 renewals this year. There was the transfer from Wade Enterprises to the Newcastle High Plains. That was approved a couple months ago, and so they were able to renew into their new one. Other than that, it's the VFW, Upton Golf, Pam Goldberry with Pizza Barn, the Maha for the Fountain Inn, Dale Steeds with Buckhorn, and Ingrid and Flying Bee.
Everybody looked like they turned everything in appropriate.
Yeah, everything looked
Paid
good.
their fees.
Yeah.
How many do we have? Are they all out now, or do we have an extra one? still?
No, they're all the retail ones.
All 7 of them are out.
Well, they're not 7 retails. There's
Yeah, that
1,
was
2, 3, 4 retails that we get, yeah.
but there's none available for anybody.
No.
Make a motion that we approve the upcoming liquor licenses for the aforementioned businesses.
Second.
The motion properly seconded, that we approve the liquor licenses for
The renewals.
the renewals. And it's their year license or timeframe license, right?
Yes.
So, discussion.
What is that?
All in favor of the chairman's signature on the retail and limited retail liquor licenses? You say that?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. To chairman's signature on 24-hour permit for cannabis. Doing business as Rocky Cowboy Cuisine for May 23rd and 24th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Motion properly seconded for chairman's signature on 24-hour permit for Rock and Cowboy. Any discussion?
Let the record reflect this from the horse sale.
Any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? You also have 6 24-hour permits for Camry and Flying, doing business as the Flying V Lodge. They are six five through 6/6, 6/20 through 6/21, 6/27 through 6/28, 7/18 through 7/19, 9/12 through 9/13, 8/8 through 8/15. Everybody up here?
You got 816 down here.
Yeah, I think it's the 6. Yeah, I'm supposed to read the 6.
Okay, 8/16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they for weddings or?
Most, all of them, one's a retirement party, and I think the rest are.
Patio bar and barbecue, wedding reception, it says reception.
There's rally and wedding receptions and one retirement party. Okay. Make the motion to approve the 6 24-hour permits for Cambridge Inn, doing business as Flying V Lodge.
Second.
Motion properly seconded to approve the 24-hour beverage permits for Cambria Inn, doing business as Flying V Lodge. Discussion on these.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
Just a reflection, that's all this year, 2026, for those permits.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, we were in a discussion with them about just making that portion of what they're asking for become part of their permanent dispersal area.
So, her license is inside the building, and I thought about that too, but it has to be within that building. Just like with the fountain, his license encompasses inside that building, but once you go outside, it doesn't encompass that license.
But there's no mechanism that you can enlarge that area, even though it doesn't, I mean, it's a permanent structure. You know, it's not like she builds a patio. It's already there. It's just curious to me that she goes through the expense of having however many here, and maybe it is cheaper, I don't know. But it just seems that she could make that permanent and not have to go through this.
Yeah.
I agree, I always wondered about that myself.
Up here.
So Amber, what about Isabella's with their patio?
This place is full of love. You can tell the people that like to be with old people because they really take care of you good and are very kind.
Twice a day, every day, the activities people have an organized activity that's always interesting.
Everybody loves to play bingo. We play it 3 times a week here. We also have ceramics that you can paint. Really pleasant to live here. It's a good place to be.
So Amber, what about Isabella's then, with their patio?
See, that's,
I don't know how the city does, I don't know. But that's a restaurant license, so
Right.
that might be
So-
different. Cause hers is a retail,
So the Flying V's, isn't that a restaurant?
it's a retail license.
Okay.
It is a 25 by 25 structure. It's
You know, maybe, since we already did the renewal, it can't be changed, the actual dispensing areas, but maybe next year, they could, when that license renewed, it could include that area. It might be worth looking into on that for them.
just an interesting observation that.
Cause I know at one point, the liquor license laws changed and they don't have to have like a set dispensing area set up. But I know when I talked to them about the fountain, but that's just a temporary thing, so. I've always wondered that myself too.
Just because it's a permanent patio. Maybe
Yeah.
like a pizza place. It's permanent. You know.
It's not like they're pulling up in the corner of the parking lot with a beer trailer to sell.
The
It's-
tent.
Yeah, it's a permanent fixture.
Just a question. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
any other discussion? All those in favor of the motion on the floor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That'd be a question maybe to field to the,
Can I add something else? I think it's because they sell outside too. They have a cash register outside too. Where Isabella's doesn't have a cash register outside where they sell liquor. The fountain, or not the fountain, the Flying V does. Like they take money outside at the patio.
So the dispensing area changes.
Yeah. So I don't know. Let me check in on that, but I'm thinking that's the difference between the two. That they're just serving out to the patio where Flying V, they're taking money out there as well. It's like two different cash.
Bars.
Yeah.
It's two different bars. It'd be interesting, I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman.
no,
It'd be interesting if they can sell off sale at that dispensary point.
Right.
Because you walk up and say, "Can I have a cigarette?" Maybe that helps. They're tricky on those liquor licenses.
That's just something else for you to look into in your spare time.
Yeah, just, you've gotta have time between 2:30 and 3:30 a.m.
Before I took on liquor licenses, they had schools every year
They did.
to go over stuff. And then COVID hit and they stopped doing schools. And I'm like, okay, so nobody's helping me.
Well, they used to have further education for us too. And those were always nice because the commissioners were informed also.
Well, you're the
We're the one that
local
signed this. Yeah.
licensing
Yeah.
authority.
And they were wonderful to go to because you did learn things.
Nope, I made notes on the ones I found.
All right, we have a resolution 2026-17 in-home visit fee schedule. This is a resolution adopting fees and billing schedules for home visitation services. Wyoming Statute 35-1306E grants the Weston County Board of Commissioners the authority to fix reasonable fees and charges for services provided by the Weston County Public Health Department. Whereas 35-27-111 through 104 establishes a home visitation program to be administered by the Weston County Public Health Department. Pursuant to the authority granted to the Weston County Board of Commissioners pursuant to 35-1306E, the Board of Commissioners desires to adopt a fee and billing schedule for the home visitation program established by 35-27-101 through 104. As administered by the Weston County Public Health Department to the extent allowed by law. Therefore, be it resolved by the Board of County Commissioners and for Weston County, Wyoming, that 1, the fee and billing schedule for the Weston County Public Health Department's administration of the home visitation program established pursuant to Wyoming Statute 35-27-101 through 104 shall be and shall mirror the fee and billing schedule for Medicaid reimbursements. As those fees change from time to time, with the current schedule being attached hereto as Exhibit A, incorporated herein, it is understood that the Medicaid billing and fee schedule change from time to time, and the fees for this program shall change as those fees change. And 2, said fee and billing schedule shall only be utilized for the purposes of seeking reimbursement from Medicaid and or private insurance carriers while services are provided in the administration of said home visitation program, and pursuant to law, said home visitation program shall be administered at no cost to participants of the home visitation program. What does a fee and cure mean, Andy?
So for depending on what type of visit, it goes by how many minutes. So 20 minutes, 30, 40 minutes. Medicaid will pay a set rate for the nurse to go in, weigh the baby, see how they're doing, different services that she does every 2 weeks, and then it goes 3 weeks for up until they're 2 years old. And so Medicaid sets these fees and they change every year. That's why we kind of wrote the resolution like this, so we don't have to bother you every single year with all these fees. I can charge whatever I want, but Medicaid's gonna pay that set fee. And so with private insurance, they usually mirror Medicaid. Some will pay and some won't, and that's okay. So it actually helps the client. So if they say have Blue Cross Blue Shield, I am gonna charge them $130 for their visit. If they haven't met their deductible, it's gonna go to their deductible and we're not gonna balance bill them. So basically it's helping them in the long run. This could bring the county in quite a bit of money. When public health first started, they said that we couldn't do this. As the past 2 years have went on, quite a few counties have started bringing in this resolution to their counties. And several counties have been able to even hire their own MCH nurses out of the county budget based off of what they brought in. Those numbers that I kind of talked about, the budget meeting, if everybody were to pay full amount, which we know won't happen, but I mean, we're looking at up to $100,000 that we could bring into this community. And it's a service that, you know, we help. And because we're a small town, small community, these parents don't have access to doctors all the time. So Michelle's kind of that liaison for them. So I think it'd be a good thing for us.
So in the past, it's been a kind of a, even if they had health insurance, we just kind of waived it and that was.
Yep, everything was free.
Yeah.
So, but with this, and Michael looked into it and other counties have looked into it, as long as we're not charging the patient, you know, them self-pay, then we're able to do this.
Interesting. Any questions for Angie or anybody else from the board? I think we see that. I think Upton experiences some of that with their ambulance service. It's always been a free service to anybody and everybody that's called. And we've fallen upon times, I think the folks in town here where people are run ragged and there's no reimbursement sometimes for those services, and if there's an insurance company or a Medicaid option, if we have a mechanism to do that billing, it seems to make sense to me.
And these clients have the choice, like the conversation, say, hey, we do offer this and we can, if you would like to, we would put this towards your deductible or not. If they're like, no, we don't want anything to do with it, that's their right, and per, the law, we couldn't charge them at all, so.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't see any increase in clerical duties, I think, at anyone, do you?
No, actually, because we went live with this new system about 1.5 years ago, and when we first went live, they said we could charge for this. So we actually started charging at the beginning, and it's literally a 3-second click. Just, I'm well versed in insurance charging, so I was pretty familiar with it. But then when the independent counties, they kept going and told us to hold off until we talked to legal, and it ended up being okay. But no, you can do it as soon as you're done with the visit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
I move to approve the commissioner's signature on resolution number 2026-17. Am I right on the 17th?
Yes, ma'am.
Adopting fees and billing schedule for home visitation services.
Second.
Properly seconded motion to approve the board signatures on resolution 2026-17, adopting fees and home visitation services. Further discussion on. Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass it down and let you guys send it back. Thank you, Angie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Sid Martha, Patricia, and Marty. That's my official signature. What day is today? 19th?
Yes, ma'am. See, it's sitting on your hand.
You can turn it up.
Oh, it's fine,
I'm gonna let you touch it, not me. I'll touch it and all of a sudden we're subarctic.
Long sleeve today.
That's kinda cool.
I don't see it, but I see where
But they're not required.
I didn't, this one has 18 pages, so I didn't print a copy off for this next one for everybody, but if they want to look at it, it's just the vehicle use policy and procedure for the next word.
What's that under?
It's the public health.
It's
division.
under their deal too.
Yeah.
Slide it out of the way.
Do you need one too?
Yeah.
Okay.